Check this out. That is bitches. Boy, is that not the ultimate touring rig? I think the Japanese brands really should be taking some note. I think you would have to have absolute rocks in your head to consider anything else. Welcome to the sunny Gold Coast. Well, you can see there's a little bit of sun coming out. We've just been smashed by rain here at the moment. It's coming into winter, jackets on, all the rest of it. I told you guys that I ordered one. I did order one. Today's the day. I'm heading down to pick it up. Pause this right now, put in the comments, what colour did you think that I chose? Because this is not a normal colour for me, something that I've never owned before. And then we're going to be heading straight into the build. So we're picking it up from Ram, we're going to drop it off somewhere else. Colour, what do you reckon it is? My new Ram is in here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Let's go and take a look. Take a guess at what I got. Say good morning to everybody.
Morning.
I think everybody on Patriot Games probably knows.
Yeah, hello Dash, how are you? Good morning. It's my favourite. It's the first time I've seen it in person. I've been waiting for it to come and it's so cool.
All right, let's come and have a look at this because I'm telling you, this is the coolest colour I've ever seen a Ram be produced. Check this out. That is bitch. It's better in real life,
I love it. All the blacked out just looks so good.
Oh, it's almost green.
Yeah.
That's like almost Patriot green. We done good again. All right. I don't even know words. That colour, so ceramic grey is what the colour's called. And I've been kind of working with Ram as to a colour of something that was going to be unique, but the images of this thing don't show it justice on the website. I'm going to keep this build super, super clean. Yeah, very, very clean. You're going to see it through the episodes, but our first step right now is get the thing over to get the #1 thing changed that I think every 2500 owner should do. And the product that we're about to put into this thing changes absolutely everything. Colour on point, I think we've done it good. I think you know where I am. I'm at Fulcrum, yeah? I've been that blown away with the partnership with Fulcrum and Fox, and then you go and couple with Airbag Man in the rear, which we're going to run through. I can see Wade coming out here right now before I drive in. There was no other choice, but I can tell you right now, I'll put my money where my mouth is. If you buy a set of Fox shocks for an American truck, I can guarantee you won't be disappointed. Let's get in and see Wade. No bull bars, no winches, no canopy. So I'm looking for comfort in this thing. Yep. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, cool. It's a really good product from Fox. Really suited well to the American trucks. Valve to suit, ride, comfort, adjustability. It's just really good.
And the adjustability and the valving and these things are like nothing I've driven on before.
Yeah, we do them obviously for lots of different vehicles, but really good success in these things.
Now with Airbag Man, we get rid of all of the rear springs in all of our trucks now. We don't do helper springs, helper bags anymore.
Yep.
I find that you do get, look, they're a good quick solution, I think.
They are, but you know, for what you guys do and for adjustability and flexibility, the air conversion's good.
Yeah, and it's, look, these things here, the biggest thing, and I keep harping on it again, if you've watched Patriot Games, you've heard me say it a number of times, is the progressive rate in the airbag. So as that airbag travels down that piston and that volume of air changes, the spring rate actually increases in the rear. So you don't get that when you're towing and you know when you're off-road and you hit a J out or something, you get that big whack on the back of the car. When it hits the airbag gets harder as it compresses and it's so noticeable.
Yeah, it's a rollover bag like a truck style, and with the Fox valving it helps control them really well as well.
Yep, awesome. All right, back a couple of hours later. perfect timing. They got it obviously up on the wheel alignment machine. That's only a 2-inch lip. It looks, well, obviously it's up on the hood. That's what I consider jewellery for your car. The remote resis, they just look, let's be honest, they just look good, right? They look cool, feels like a little bit race car-ish and all the rest of it. I am so keen. So we had a quick chat before. We ended up getting a really low spring rate from Kings. Yeah, alignment's done, shocks are in, springs. I can see at the back, come around the back here. See the roll sleeve bags, they got a bit of pressure in there. I can see that at the moment, but all I've asked them to do is just hang the Schrader valves off the back, because what the Twins are going to do when we get it back to their shed, they're going to put air compressor and an air control unit in the back of the tailgate, which is how I had my blue 1500 set up. And that worked really, really well. Super excited. Fulcrum team down here again. 100 and something stores around the country. These guys are experts. It's what they do. All the suspension stuff, obviously wheel alignment, and then all of your servicing stuff as well. All your maintenance stuff when it comes to suspension. These guys know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. Get into a Fulcrum store. It will save you in the long run. You get the spring rate wrong, you get the shock package wrong, you'll hate your four-wheel drive. When you get it right, they just do everything well. So, yeah, get into Fulcrum. All right, that's it. Let's get it back to the shop. Tomorrow's another day, and the build starts.
What's up?
Morning.
What's going on, mate?
What do you think?
It looks awesome.
What do you think of the colour?
The colour's sick.
Yeah.
How is it?
Yeah, sick. Love it.
How's this weather at the moment? And look how big it is now already.
Yeah, I know.
And that's only a 2-inch lift.
Yeah, it's sick.
So the shocks are in. All the gear we've been collecting over the past week.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
There's a lot.
So obviously you two knew the build was coming.
Yes. Yeah.
You didn't know about the colour though.
No,
The colour's
the
sick.
colour is sick.
What
All
do you
you've had
reckon?
is like just white, so this is a good
Change up.
Ash down at Ram told me she reckons she could have sold this car like 3 times over while it was sitting out the front. What's the plan? How long? What do you reckon?
Well,
All of this stuff.
you think it's a day. Yeah, you told us that it's a 1-day build. It's a 1-day bolt on.
Yeah.
Probably a 2-day finish up, if I'm being honest.
There's a bit more gear.
Yeah, there's a bit more gear than what we thought.
Yeah.
All right, get into it.
Should be good, mate.
This is actually work, and that colour, I'm absolutely pumped. All right, I'm going to see you guys later on. Sweet.
Look at that. Look at that. Remove the tow hooks, really? Right, so to get the light bar on, bumper has to come off because these mount on each side of the bumper on some bolts on the top, so they kind of sit like that. So we go get the bumper off, we can get the mounts on, put the bar back on, light bar on, wire it up, and then that will be job done. So there's your hook. Have a quick look, make sure I'm not messing this up. Come on, you big cat. It says you have to cut this on the 5th gen, but I'm pretty sure on the 6th gen we should just be able to slide it in and under. So we're going to give that a go. The kit doesn't come with foam tape, but I'm going to add it onto this bumper just because we don't want to damage the paint. So just adding some foam tape on here, and then we're also going to add some on that part too. So far this is fitting up very, very well. That was good. So now the Ram has 4 air skids, like those fancy mustaches.
Fancy mustache. And whiskerchini.
You'd think for a car this big, they give you more access.
That's when you know that you're doing it right.
Choppy choppy. And full rubber ducky.
So there we go, the rhino rack, a tub rack is all done. That literally takes like half an hour, and maybe it all just bolts into factory points, so very easy. Why do we have the rack on? Because we have this massive box which has a hard shell, a rooftop and temp. Very keen to open it up and have a go, so let's get into that. Woo! These things are awesome. Let's bolt it on. Where's me bolts? I reckon I'll run it like front to back. Oh yeah. Obviously when you are using a rooftop tent designed by Rhino Rack on a Rhino Rack, they make it as easy as they possibly can, because sometimes rooftop tents can be an absolute pain in the ass. We're gonna go 200 mil. They measure out these, adjust them, I tighten them up, then I can turn the tent over, it goes up on the rack, I bolt it all down, job done. It's very, very easy when obviously two things are designed to work perfectly together. So yeah, this should not take long at all. One of the best things Rhino Rack has ever invented are these little automatic locking clips. You can literally just drop them in to the top of the rack, and then as you tighten the bolt, it turns it out, just like that. So it locks in, and then you just tighten the bolt, job done. That's what makes Rhino Rack extremely easy compared to everything else.
I'm in my element, back in my element. I'm in my element. Back in my element, I'm in my element, back in my element.
Yeah, you found power. Mission sick.
This is the dumbest shit we've done.
Hit me.
Oh, it's like it lined up perfectly.
Right, I'll turn on the light. 3, 2. I don't want to do this, Christian. Sorry, mate. Ow, bro. It's cool, eh?
Oi, that is, but did it just bolt straight on?
Yep. Fit up with all these bolts, it took ages, but like it's done now, so. And then you've got your straights in the middle and you've got your wides on the outside.
Oh, dude, that is friggin'. How good does that look? Looks like factory fit up.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a proper chase and
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah, it looks like full like Mexico spec.
Yeah.
Oh, that is bitchin'.
So, yeah, and then you've got ultra though. Yeah. So as it goes at it, changes plane. That's cool. One more thing to be adding in to the Ram is a P-Core Trail Connect harness. This one doesn't have the Red Arc TowPro in it because the Ram has its factory brake controller. This is purely just to let us have a endo on the back of the car. So going to get this in at the same time that we're running all the wiring for the for everything else in the car. So let's get this thing in.
Figuring it out.
You know what's crazy is that we literally have a hoist and we're still doing this on the ground. Yes, mate. Right, what we're doing in here is we're doing a little airbag setup. In the RAM box, we found that these RAM boxes are really good for mounting all different kinds of accessories in there. So we've got the air compressor for the airbags, which will also have a air chucker, so we can just plug in, pump up all of the tires, and then we've got the electric manifold, so we can also adjust the airbags and the ride height without having to manually do it, which is pretty very nice. So yeah, let's keep going. Tell me that wasn't made with that air compressor. You can still like access thing. The valve. Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah, good mate.
What are you doing?
I'm just having a gauge at this old wiring harness that I have, so just to make sure everything I'm doing is right.
Oh,
What do you have?
So I know somebody who has some lasers and some press brakes in Brisbane,
Yeah.
and I sent the boys up a 12-pack of donuts last week because I was doing an urgent 12-pack. 12 packs, I think, of donuts.
12 packs?
Yeah, just for the team up at Express because I'm always doing urgent stuff. There you go.
Sick.
Happy with that?
Yep. Awesome.
Come down here and I'll show you what I'm thinking. So, oh, that looks sick.
Yeah, it's good.
Presses in, solenoid.
Yep.
And then you mount that straight there.
Yep.
You run all your cables straight in the side through there. And then that's your faceplate.
Sick.
So air chuck, gauge, rocker switches.
Yep.
Up and down.
Yep.
Power on, Starlink on. Cool. What do you reckon?
Yep.
Happy with that?
Yep.
That
Awesome.
looks sick.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. Okay, job done. Where's your brother?
He's picking up the tires now.
Yep. Oh, okay. Cool.
Alright, wheel reveal. I thought he went black, but he went gangster. They're not black, they're gangster. Yep, that's cool. Look at that. That's gonna look on as, mate.
That is shiny as fuck.
Yeah, sorry.
How can you not? No.
That's so cool. Alright, let's put them on. Wheels always make a build. Right, so here we have the new XRS, and Jimmy has packaged it up all nice with a first aid kit. I'm just going to put it in, and then I'm going to let Dad walk you guys through everything that has changed on this version of the XRS.
One of the least wise.
It's day 2, and it's time to bolt the GME aerial into the top. And this is what I've come up with to tighten that up so we can get that whole length. So,
You're not being serious, are you?
dead ass.
I'll hold the top, you hit the bottom.
Dead done.
Yeah, it's on an angle out. But it's
Tight?
yeah, it's tight.
Morning.
What's up?
Uh-huh.
Looks good, eh?
Uh-huh. What do you think of my wheel choice?
Yeah, it's gangster.
Hey?
Love it. You shiny.
Dude, that is dope.
Gangster, right?
I can't take the full responsibility for these. The team at Method are like, man, we got these new rims coming out. What do you think? They send me a picture and I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
Them.
Absolutely.
Did anyone else stick of black wheels?
Yeah.
We've been doing black wheels forever.
Yeah.
We've done black, we've done bronze, we've done a little bit of machined,
Yeah.
but nothing like this. That chrome center cap.
Yeah.
It's sick, eh?
Me too.
How's
Love
the
it.
fitment? Oh,
Nah, she's a bit.
needs the flares, eh?
She's a bit pokey.
So, Express Metal Products up in Brisbane. Guys, thank you so much. So, what I did was, I went back straight into old school CAD mode. It's not my best work ever, but it
looks
work.
alright.
Yeah, it looks alright.
Cool.
Set it up to Express. They laser cut it, sent the truck up, picked it back, brought it back, folded it,
Yeah.
brought it up here, test fitted it,
Powder coated.
powder coated it, all in like 5 hours. So that is a very, very expensive faceplate.
Yes.
I stopped like 3 different departments of
Yes.
3 different businesses to get that done.
But it's cool.
But it does
Looks
look cool. Yeah? You like the white?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
2-tone.
The,
Oh, whip's on?
The aerials mounted, just have to run the cable through that, but
Yep. Yep. Perfect.
Did you break it?
no.
They push down and then up.
No. There you go.
We'll leave it like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Sick.
And in here, how's this going?
Oh yeah, like it's going.
Sick.
They've got some like wiring happening in there.
Yep, this looks really, really good.
After the 4th airbag install that we've done on a Ram, I think that this one is going to be the best.
Airbag man compressor mounted in here, solenoid block, twin switches,
Yeah.
gauge, gonna have a little Starlink switch there.
Yep.
Turn the Starlink on and off. I've ordered the magnets, they should be turning up today
Yep.
for the P-Core mount.
Yep.
You guys are looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you only got a few hours left on today.
Getting there. Yeah.
Hopefully.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. I would say.
What's this little?
This little.
That is adorable.
They are
Good
actually
try on.
That
great.
is actually adorable.
They are actually
It is like the
great.
best thing ever.
Can you put it on your head too? Or not?
Not
no,
really.
It just sits around your neck.
Alright, so this is a custom made bracket that Dad custom built yesterday for us. So we've got air outlet, and we've got our gauge, and then all of our switches. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill out and just pop a rivet just into here, just like that, and then that'll give us our nice face plate just to operate everything on right there, and then everything's just all in the one area, and it should be a very nice install. There.
So here we have our old Heyman race hitch off of Dad's old Ram. This one is going to work perfectly in this car, but we know that this height is set up right for the Ram because it came off a Ram. So we're going to get this in so we have our DO35 pin for towing all the Patriots, and then Dad will also have the ball. So we'll have both options, but we'll get this in because most of the time this thing will be towing Patriots. I don't know why I keep grabbing shifters, they're actually the worst. Alright, so here we have our oversized guards. We ordered these just in case the wheels we're going to have too much poke. We ended up just ordering the front guards by accident, so we need to get the rear set as well, and then get those sent off to paint. As you can see, once we get that on, that will cover our tire up very, very well, and also I think it'll add some nice shape. But that definitely seems like that's the ram guard, all the bolt holes line up, so I'm going to call that good. Right, it's time to get this thing off the stands.
Every time I elevate, it's something to celebrate. John Jones, I went to heavyweight on these featherweights, but I ain't backing down, I'ma take the weight up another plate. Lean nothing but crumbs, that's how you eat, let me demonstrate. Decade in the game, I ain't lost a step, I just up the pace. Watch them up the pay, I put in the reps and pick up the chase. Then it up the balance, but we ain't even no miles away. It ain't just a talent, I took the challenge and walked the craze. Fell a couple times, but I got back up with some saving grace. Definitely the pastor still need.
Morning.
Was that right?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
2 days.
2 long days. We got it done.
Take a look at this thing. Boy, is that not the ultimate touring rig?
That is, it's just
It's just enough. It's not over the top. It just
not
works.
over the top. It just works.
First mind, I come from the worst kind.
Crushed. Absolutely crushed. 2-day build. 2 days.
Yep.
It's the ultimate touring rig.
Yep.
Definitely is.
Yeah. I think this is.
Rammed up.
Yeah, I think this is. We get better every time that we build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like it's every single time that we build a car, it's just like simpler and simpler.
Go overboard, and we do go overboard, but that's not what this build is all about.
No.
This is my daily. I'm going to be driving this thing like every day. We'll go on the big touring trips.
Yeah.
You two ready for Finke or what?
Yeah. Done, mate.
We leave in the morning, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Hey, you can go.
Boys, can't thank you enough. Thank you so much.
Done, mate.
Yeah.
No worries, mate.
Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to do a walk around. Who wants to see the big reveal? You want me to run you through all the products? Are you guys going to get involved or not?
Oh, like we got to go and bloody
Go get the race
go
car.
work on the race car, mate.
Yeah, so yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Come with me. Let's do it. Let's have a walk around. I'll show you the reasons why we did and the reasons why we also didn't. My new Ram 2500. I am stoked. Boys have knocked it out of the ballpark once again. 2-day build. Those two kids are just where they've come from, where they started back in the day. It's just absolutely unbelievable. You know, the skills that those two have got just absolutely blows me away. Very, very, very proud dad. So here it is, the reveal. This is the first time you're going to see it all done, all together. I'm just absolutely ecstatic with this build as a tourer/daily driver. I don't have plans for this one here to do the big hardcore kind of stuff that you see on Patriot Games. Typically, I want to daily this, I just want it easy, I want the thing to fit into car parks, going into underground car parks specifically. Yeah, drive the thing every day, do what I need to do with towing, and when it comes to long range kind of touring, the only thing that I haven't done to this yet is fit a Brown Davis long range fuel tank, which I will be doing in the future. Now we're heading out to Finke. We're packing this afternoon. We're leaving 5 a.m. tomorrow morning actually. So another build just in time, but I'm gonna give you a run through on what I've done and what I think is the ultimate daily driver/touring rig, the ultimate that you can buy at an Australian dealership. Quick recap, because if you heard me saying it through all the past couple of episodes of Patriot Games, I'm blown away with the performance of this Ram here, like absolutely blown away. The difference between this and the last generation Ram is absolutely night and day. It's a completely different car. Looks the same, couple of little updates that you see at the rear end and the front end, big update in the interior. But the number one update and the thing that I would urge you if you are looking at buying a new touring rig, and specifically if you're considering an American truck, please get down to a Ram dealership and go and drive one of these things, because I'm telling you now, you will be absolutely blown away. Same engine as the last generation, but this is the new high output. This thing makes 1,458 Newton meters of torque out of the box. All of the engine tuning that you see going on and exhaust and all that sort of stuff, there is absolutely no need for it with one of these new Rams. I'm adamant on it. I love mucking with my stuff. I love building big horsepower things. But when it comes to remote touring, you can't beat factory. These companies spend hundreds of millions of dollars in development, engineering, R&D. You go and, start mucking around with that stuff, especially when you consider the price point that you're paying for it. You just don't need it on the 6th gen Ram. The power band in this truck is it's everywhere. The power is absolutely everywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, in what gear, what rev range, power is just insane. The standard one that I took to Fraser Island, towing the Patriot ST7, like it literally doesn't even know it's there. It's so smooth, it's so fast for a big truck, a big diesel truck. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. So let's talk about what you get as standard if you're looking at buying one before I go into the accessories and that I've fitted. Colour match door handles, you got the big ram towing mirrors, which is pretty standard. This colour, they call this ceramic grey. This is actually the first one that's come into the country as far as I know. The colour choice that I've spec'd here, I'm just stoked with. For a factory colour, it almost goes between green and grey depending on the light that it's in. And everywhere I've pulled up, I've only had this truck now for a week, everywhere that I've pulled up, somebody comments on it and comments on the colour. All of this that you see at the front, this all comes from the factory. So all of this colour matching on the grille, if you go back to my white Super Ram, the one that I completely iced out, I painted all of that stuff in. I might do a few modifications, like maybe painting some of this, and I think a body match colour grille would be pretty cool as well. Now let's talk about some of the modifications. These and these, first of all. Method. I've been with Method for forever and a day. I think the first Ram I ever built actually was on Method wheels. Got a great relationship with the boys here at Method Australia, and they've been supporting me in the trophy truck program over in Mexico. Now you can see I've gone with a Method 709 new style of wheel. I absolutely love them. They're clear anodised on the machining, and then they've got a polished centre cap and a polished ring. They're not a bead lock. When it comes to the tyres, BF Goodrich have just launched the new KO3 all-terrain. Obviously, BF Goodrich, I ran them on the race car over in Mexico. They do the right thing. I've gone round and round in circles with tyres. I've only driven this back and forth from home. I can tell you right now, with the rain we've had on the Gold Coast over the past week, these are nothing like the old BFG all-terrains. Didn't want to go on mud on this. Again, daily driver, touring car, just want an all-terrain. These are super quiet so far, which is what I read about them before we got them in. And they're a 35, 12.5, 18, obviously to match the wheels. I don't know if I said the wheels are 18-inch rim. 35s are the biggest that you can legally put on a Ram 2500. They come factory with 33, so in Australia, you can go up 2 inches. Really happy with the wheel and tyre package. And then obviously to suit the offset of the wheels, I've just bought in a set of guards. I can't even remember, I ended up getting them from Upfitter. They're bushwhacker guards. Got them painted by Viking Bodyworks down in Burleigh. They do all of my paint stuff, and the Twins just fitted them up lastly. While we're down here, let's talk about shocks. If you've been watching Patriot Games lately, the past couple of seasons, we've started putting Fox shocks into all of our trucks. The valving in these Fox trucks, I've had every model of Ram for the past 8 or 9 years. I've tried a couple of different brands of shocks. They never got it quite right. These are Performance Elite, so these are the top of the range, fully adjustable, remote reservoir. They've got a high speed and a low speed compression. When you actually adjust the clickers on Fox shocks, because Fox have been around forever, and the valving that they put into these shocks, specifically weighted, valved for the cars. When you actually turn the clicker, if you've bought some cheap coilovers or even expensive coilovers that are generic and they haven't been valved specifically for a vehicle, you'll notice you adjust the clickers on the compression and you can't feel anything different in the car. That's because the valving isn't right to start with. Touch a clicker in these shocks, whether you go in or you go out, you go harder or you go softer, you instantly notice the difference. So when you're towing or when you're off-road, you will adjust your Fox shocks to suit the road conditions. 2-inch king spring in the front, and of course, we got full air replacement by Airbag Man in the rear. I'll go back around to that and I'll show you that in a sec. When it comes to shocks, and when really it comes to anything, you get what you pay for. So we're riding on the 35s, Method 18-inch wheels, 2-inch lift by Fox, installed and supported by Fulcrum. We've partnered up with those guys pretty hard with the Supertourer builds as well. We're doing a lot of work with those guys with suspension, so where else would we go? All right, let's talk about this thing at the front, because I'm super excited about this. The Baja Designs are now in Australia. Their headquarters are like 20 minutes from Patriot. I've got to meet that crew there, had some good conversations around them, told them what I was doing with the build, and they were absolutely awesome and said, look, chuck one of these on, give it a go, see what you think of it. Now, the thing that's really cool about this, that whole kit that you see there, so this is their linkable, so each one of these are individual lights, right? This is their linkable kit, but it comes specific for different vehicles and predominantly because Baja Designs is an American brand for American trucks. This come out of the box as it is all set up with all the bracketry to bolt straight onto the Ram 2500. Boy, that did it just bolt straight on? Yep.
Yeah, well, you have to take the...
It's got a mix of, you can see here, we've got pencil beams. See the lens is nice and clear. Then we've got a mix of pencil and spread, and then we've got full spread on the outside. You can adjust every one of these lights up, down, left, right to get the perfect spread that you want out of them. So when we're out west, I like lighting up the shoulders of the road so I can see any of the animals that potentially might be running in. That's already covered when it comes to this design here. Another thing that they told me, every single part on these are replaceable, yeah? So these are fully serviceable, the light bars. If you crack a single lens cover or a housing, you can replace just that part. So they're fully serviceable. All the hype behind all the Baja races that I see down in Mexico, down in Baja, and the brand name Baja Designs, so far it completely lives up to its name. I'll give you a little bit more feedback on this once we get back from Finke. You know, we're doing 10,000 kilometres. We're heading out to the geographical centre of Australia. Lighting up the roads is so important. I'm really, really excited about this. And that's a new look for me. Typically speaking, I've always got an off-road animal bull bar on the front. I'm not planning on putting one on this. Once again, for the next project we're doing a lot of work with off-road animal there. So Baja Designs, now in Australia, represented here in Australia. Awesome team out there as well. They're a good bunch of guys, really, really knowledgeable. And you should see the American trucks that those guys are driving as well, so they know what it's all about. You'll notice at the back, put a new position in for the GME whip, and when it comes to radios, there is no other choice. If you're an Australian, GME is the only way to go. I'm going to put the longer, got a 2.1 on here. I'm going to put a 6.6 on this afternoon before we leave for Finke. But what I've done is, again, being a daily, we've just put in one of the GME folding brackets there. So when I'm running around town, it's out of the way. And then obviously when we're on a trip, I just fold that up. Now inside the Ram box, you would have saw during the build, I've done a quick little CAD job for the twins, rushed through some parts, got them thanks to the team at Express and thanks to the crew at Patriot. I'm always making everybody's life harder with all the urgent stuff that I do. But the air control system that we've set up in this for the coil replacements, if you're gonna be towing, you're gonna be on, look, if you're gonna be buying an American truck, I think the very first modification that you should do, if it's coiled, get the coils, pull them out, throw them in the bin, buy yourself in an Airbag Man roll sleeve bag kit. When you go and load up most of the US trucks, they will sag in the back. They kind of come from factory like that. Normally we put leveling kits in the front. There's a misconception that you put airbags in the back of your car just to be able to level the back of the car. Yeah, that is the primary function of them. But the secondary function, and what's more important, when you go with a roll sleeve bag with a tapered piston, you get a progressive spring rate in the back. So as you increase the pressure with the weight on it, you're also effectively increasing the spring rate. So it gives you the opportunity to change the ride of the vehicle depending on how you're loaded or how much weight you've got on the hitch. Airbag Man do supply a kit for most vehicles to mount the compressor under the chassis. If it's a road vehicle, like you're fitting airbags to your truck or whatever, that's fine. What we did in Tasmania, I went into a water crossing. I actually got bogged. It wasn't a water crossing. I had the air compressor running and the air compressor sucked up all the mud and all the water and it seized up the air compressor. So we'll never do that again. That's how we learn. No one tests like we do. This is how we progress and move forward. With the Ram box, got the ability to mount the compressor in the box. Can't get wet, can't get damaged, won't suck in dust, won't suck in mud. But what we've done with the air kit, you can see here, if I turn the power on right there, we've got the gauge up here as well. I'll quickly run you through this. I've got an air chuck there with an air fill kit. So just an air hose and a gauge so I can fill the tyres on the car, so I'm self-sufficient. The airbag compressors are quite small. It takes a long time to fill 35-inch tyres. So if you're looking at using it predominantly for filling tyres, I definitely suggest putting a receiver tank in, but I've always got a Supertourer on the back, ST5 or ST7, so I'll predominantly fill from there. Twins have wired in for me a little Deutsch plug up in here that's going to run up to the Starlink mount. That's a P-core Starlink mount, the magnets on the top, so I can turn my Starlink on and off from here. This arms my air system, and then we're still waiting on the labels to come in. I'm a big fan of labeling everything. They just haven't arrived yet. Left-hand bag, I can go down. I found this thing wants about 45 pounds unloaded. Even when I put the ST5 on the back of it like I did yesterday, it only wanted like another 4 or 5 pounds. So it's literally to go from like 48. So that'd be to 50, well, there you go, 5 pounds, bang on. Oh, 4 pounds, just drop back down. But that'd be all that you'd want to change it when you go with, when you're putting something onto the back. So if you've got a tow rig, any tow rig, but specifically I think an American truck, that's just a must have. No, we don't sell those brackets, but there's a little bit of inspiration for anyone who wants to do a setup in a Ram box. Let's talk about tow capacity. Max brake towing in Australia is 4,500 kilos on a standard hitch, or a bumper hitch as they call it in the States. And in Australia, if you go a gooseneck in the back of a Ram 2,500 or 3,500, you can go up to 8 tons of towing. So for the people with horses and horse floats and all that bigger sort of gear, gooseneck's 8 ton here in Australia. Now, when it comes to payload in the back of the Ram, the 2500 has a 785 kilo payload. Again, that comes in with the Australian regulations of keeping the GVM on the NB1 category. But if you go for a 3500, which the only difference I think in Australia is the leaf springs, and I think the rear gear is a little bit different, you get 1,650 kilos of payload. These things are built to tow, right? Rams are built to tow. Built-in brake controller, anti-sway control in the brake controller now for this year. I think that's a new feature. All of the towing parameters are input into the dash. So when you plug a trailer plug in, the Ram will sense that there's a trailer on. Then it'll get you to select the length of the trailer. You can adjust the braking and all the rest of it. So your lane departure considers the trailer as well. These things are built for towing. So when it comes to, you know, your bigger caravans, I suppose, even your 4,500 kilo caravans, which are becoming more popular, the Japanese trucks, they just can't deal with it. It's illegal, number one, but they just can't deal with it. The chassis rails, drive lines. Ram 1500 versus 2500, we've had plenty of these up on the hoist. There is, again, a night and day difference in the frame and the chassis between a 1500 and a 2500. You can tow 4.5 ton with a 1500. My suggestion, if you're going to be towing off-road, make sure you stay under your weights, make sure you stay under your hitch weights, but just physically looking at the difference between the two of them, you just can't go past a Ram 2500. Couple of cool little features. You've obviously got courtesy lights in the back, a moving separator or partitioner for the tub that you can move in kind of 100mm increments. It opens up, moves back and forth, so when you're packing gear, it's really cool. You've got remote control on the tailgate. One of those features, if you never had it, you probably wouldn't want to miss it, but when you're coming out of Bunnings car park and you got the shopping trolley and you kind of just reach in and you double click and you can drop that straight down. Folding step at the back gives really good accessibility. There's just a lot of things that have been considered in the Ram trucks that make the Ram truck a Ram truck. Super important. Just quickly while I'm going around the back here, we're starting to hear and see about customers that are actually bending hitches, and specifically adjustable hitches. You know, those ones that you buy from the, you know, the cheap auto stores. I definitely would recommend 100% against it. Heyman Reese fully adjustable, 4.5 ton rated. Look at the size of the bolts in this thing compared to like the 10mm bolts that you see in those cheap $60, $70 hitches. This hitch here, I've had this one here, I'm gonna say probably 10 years. This is out of the back of the black truck. I stole it out of the black truck and brought it in for the boys. Adjustable on the pintle, so you got adjustment up, you got adjustment down. There isn't really a vehicle, whether it's a big lifted American truck or whether it's a Japanese dual cab ute, that this isn't going to suit. It's ideal if you're not like me and you're constantly towing behind different vehicles. If you have one tow set up, it's ideal. Look at the forged Heyman Reeses that come in different offsets. They're much slimmer to set that up to your vehicle, so you measure the height of your drawbar. But yeah, that's something that you just can't skimp on. P-Core Trail Connect at the back. You can buy them on Patriot Supply. We do 2 variants. One variant, if you've already got a brake controller, it's just so you can DIY and put your own Anderson plug in the back, 50 amp Anderson. Or if you don't have a brake controller, you can also buy one that comes with a Red Arc Tow Pro. So you can wire that in. You can do that in a couple of hours on the weekend. The instructional videos and that are pretty cool. Ram box matches on this side. And then a Rhino Rack rooftop tent and a Rhino Rack bed rack. The Rhino Rack bed rack, this one's designed specifically for the 2500. You can click, order that thing, go and pick it up, a couple of hours, you and a mate bolt the thing on. You can see how well it looks with the profile, and this is Mia's favorite rooftop tent. She's still, we've used quite a few different rooftop tents. She's had a couple of experience in this. I don't know for what reason, she absolutely loves it. She's gonna be spending a little bit of time in this one out at Finke. But yeah, that's the exterior of the Ram 2500. So I think we'll jump in. Let's have a look at the interior. And yeah, there's not much going on as far as modifications, but there's heaps going on as far as standard features go. Received a gift just before we went into the build, the new GME XRS. Thank you for the team down there. Thank you for all your support over the years. It's a brand that I just thoroughly enjoy working with. If you're building a touring truck in Australia, support Australian made, and GME have been around forever. So this is the new XRS. I haven't used it yet, but some of the new features in this thing, epic. So this model now has a built-in GPS receiver, so you don't need to be connected to your phone anymore. It's got Bluetooth built in as well. You've got the XRS Connect app that this thing will go to. A brand new colour display. It's got new quick buttons on the side that you can modify to do whatever you want. If you want to change channels or audio or whatever. The speaker has been upgraded, so it's louder, a lot of new features. Haven't actually used it yet, so I'm not going to give you a review on it, but stay tuned on an upcoming video. Once you've run with XRS, I promise you'll get your whole convoy onto it, your whole crew onto it. The safety features of XRS knowing through the app, even if you lose actual communication, that you don't have signal between the convoy or the vehicles in the convoy. I've spoken about it before in the past. We lost Sarah up in Arnhem Land. Sarah and me were together and they took the wrong turn. And the only way that we found them was through XRS. So from a safety perspective, knowing where the convoy is all of the time when you're traveling remote is just a huge advantage. You can also buy for XRS, you can buy a Bluetooth wireless speaker button that you've seen in previous videos as well. I know I've got a kit that back there at the factory. I might fit that up this afternoon. So you don't even need to touch the handpiece. The other thing that I've done, you've seen a lot of my build vehicles now, especially when it comes to touring. I've latched onto this brand for some reason. Bullet Point is called, for anyone that wants to know. They make an awesome base plate here with kind of like your ram mount style balls. My phone will live in this one here, so it's always up there, and I always run an iPad now, especially when we're heading out to Finke. I'll run all the race results. I'm going to be fast chasing the boys in this truck here at the 50th anniversary of Finke. So that's the setup that I've kind of done. The screen you connect really quick in the Ram 2500 is very similar to the last generation. That is the best in-car navigation or entertainment system I've used in any vehicle. I think the Japanese brands really should be taking some note on how functional that thing is. Big change for the interior is the new digital dash as well. Digital dash, off-road modes, everything's extremely functional, extremely easy to use, all controllable from the steering wheel. You got all the stuff that you'd expect. Sunroof, adaptive cruise control, lane change, you got all of that sort of gear, but nothing that's annoying either. Everything just works. And now in the Aussie versions, 5-seaters as well. No more bench seat. Downside is you can't go 6 up, which I used to really like, especially when we were traveling as a family, having the ability, like when we're out in Alice Springs, 6 of us to pile in here and go out to scrutineering and all the rest of it. But the storage in this thing, you can see I'm already starting to put stuff in here. The storage in this thing is just, it's absurd, it's ridiculous. I don't even know how you'd fill it up. Standard kind of Ram cab, 2500 in the back, and watch the video that I did on the white one if you want a little bit more detail on all of the features. So there it is, my new Ram 2500, and I'm just stoked. I'm absolutely stoked. You know, I've had a lot of Rams now, and I've been with Ram right from the start. When Ram trucks launched into Australia, we took the dive. I think we were a big part of pioneering what American trucks are here in Australia today. And to work with a brand like Ram that continuously keeps evolving, increasing the dealer network, supports Patriot Games and the channel, loves everything that we're about and what we do and the trailers that we build and all the rest of it. It's a match made in heaven. I've never had a jump between models of vehicles that has been such a success as far as I'm concerned, because this thing here is just unbelievable. I'm wrapped with the build. It's fit for purpose. You know, this is another tool to do another job. I want a daily. I want something I can still tour in, something I can still tow. Still got a ute tub at the back, which fits my lifestyle. I'm not into canopies and stuff anymore because now our trailers are getting a little bit bigger and can carry more gear. But yeah, the new Ram 2500, check it out. This is going to be our workhorse now for the next period of time. For Patriot Games, you're going to see it out at Finke. We're going for the win this year. Get into a Ram dealership, go and take one for a drive if you're considering buying an American truck, because I can tell you right now, I think you would have to have absolute rocks in your head to consider anything else at this point in time with what this vehicle is about and what Ram Trucks has done now in Australia. Make sure you get into a dealership, take one for a drive.